I'm not taking focus. Why? There we go.
And we're live.
We're live. Oh, okay, it's my turn.
Kevin, it's time.
I don't see myself. When I'm
Kevin,
talking, I don't see myself. All right, well, it is Welcome to Game Sammich, episode 32. Kevin, I hate you. That is the actual title. So I didn't know if I should introduce it as Kevin, I hate you, or I hate myself. I was conflicted, but either way.
Either way, Kevin loses. Suck it.
Either way, I suck. Yes. Thank you to my co-hosts with me today, Bart, who probably made up that fucking title, Brad. We have Christy as our guest, and of course, Ern, which is the only nice one here. Oh, nice.
Whoa.
So I've now noticed that I don't see myself talking. Is that normal now with the Hangouts? You know,
it is.
You're
okay.
popping up on our screen.
Okay, that's freaking me out though. I was so used to that. Okay.
Definitely.
So we have a bunch of news. Half of it's probably semi-dated. The other half is exciting. And do I really have to read this first topic?
Are you saying that
No,
a news-related podcast that's only on once a month has outdated news stories in it?
Yes, I do. That is what I'm proclaiming, I believe.
I will gladly read the first topic.
Okay, I'm sure you would. Thanks. Take it away, Bart.
About, I think today, that Kevin, not the shitty Kevin, is going to be Kevin Spacey.
Motherfucking Spacey.
Motherfucking Spacey. Kevin motherfucking Underwood Spacey is going to be in the next Call of Duty game. Kind of exciting.
That's pretty awesome.
What's he going to do?
It might be a reason to play a new Call of Duty
right.
game.
I was just gonna say that. I've never played any of them, but I would play that one.
I was telling Jeff that it might be actually the first Call of Duty game that's going to have a decent story.
But do we know what he's going to do? Is he just going to be part of the story? He's going to be the villain?
Yeah, he's the villain.
He kind of seems like he's going to play himself from House of Cards. Like, he's going to be Frank Underwood in a Call of Duty game. That's kind of what it feels like.
What kind of role would that be in a Call of Duty game?
Yeah, would that mean that it has a storyline? Possibly. Like an actual single-player campaign.
You can only hope.
Yeah.
That's over 2 hours long.
It seems like he's going to be like the business pusher behind a army or war profiteering or...
Kevin motherfucking Spacey.
Yep. Not the shitty Kevin.
Or not the shitty Kevin, yes, because that would...
Either way.
There are many shitty Kevins.
I could die a happy man right now.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Life is complete.
It is complete. I'm just gonna phone my wife. Honey, I can go. Kevin,
and you can totally die. Go off and die someplace. That's absolutely okay with me.
Can I have your stuff?
He doesn't have anything over there.
He does have stuff. Nope.
Leave him alone.
And the boxes in his warehouse. See.
You didn't get a segue, Bart. You didn't. I expected more from you.
I'm.
You're rusty. You're rusty.
Yeah. Well, no, I think podcasts can actually be over. To be honest with you.
Bart is checked out now. That's
We're done. We're done.
I've said what I needed to say tonight.
Okay. Well, shut the fuck up then. God damn, man. You're so easily excitable. So, Origin is now offering free games. I believe they started with Dead Space. They have not offered anything for the month of May.
Free games, have they? As in free games not because of a fuck up?
Right.
Just randomly, you just log into Origin and go to their free games page, and what else it's called.
And the thing is that it's legally on the house.
People still log into Origin?
Well, that's just it. Like
that's. I was wondering.
The incentive, I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to log into Origin.
You have to log into Origin to get shitty games.
I'm updating Origin right now to find out.
They're not bad. I mean, it was a good start with Dead Space. They probably just want to sell some of the games. I'm sure next will be Mass Effect 1 or something. You know, people will play it, get hooked.
Something with sequels that they have for sale.
It's a good game plan. I think it's EA attempting to maybe make nice with the gaming community. I don't know. That's what I think it is. Keep us complacent. Keep us buying EA games.
I don't see myself opening Origin just for a free game at this point, unless it's a really good game.
Right. But if it is a really good game, then you might.
Maybe.
You just might. If it'll save you $20, You never know.
It's true.
But I don't know, man. Origin's not a horrible game.
Did you
know,
say that right? I don't think you pronounced that right.
horrible game service. I've been practicing. I've been trying to get my O's in there correctly. But I don't know. There are worse.
There are worse. Could be Uplay.
Yeah. Right. And Uplay is fucking horrible, especially when you have Steam and you buy it on Steam and then you load it only to have Uplay on it. But anyway, whatever. And my bit of news here is that Defiance, the game we all had such high hopes for, is going free to play.
It already is free to play.
Well, I think it's free to download.
You have to buy it, but then there's no monthly cost.
Yeah, but it's only
now it's just going to be free.
It's only been like, if you already own Rift or any Triangles, it's like $5.
I know, like 10 on Steam, but either way, it's going completely free to play.
And in their defense, the game, we did have some fun in it for a while, right?
Yeah. I logged in the other day.
Lasted about 6 months.
Well, if you guys have not logged in a while, they have changed a bunch of things. So they kind of tweaked the UI. They changed. They put in a whole bunch more missions. They changed like the way to activate the mission. So they've tried. They've pumped some effort into it. It looks a little nicer, and it plays a little nicer. So I think they were probably getting ready for the free to play, and they're enticing people with microtransactions. So that's what people and there's a lot of people on still. Granted, I mean I was doing some Arc Falls and there were a shit ton of people.
Oh, there's still a lot of people that play?
Yeah. I mean the servers weren't empty, so it's still a good kind of MMO shooter.
Something to do when there's nothing to do.
Right. Exactly. So now that it's gone free to play, I'm sure it'll have an influx of people that want to shoot hellbugs.
Well, especially when the show starts back up in June?
Yep.
Yeah.
The show starts back up. I think when the show starts back up, you'll probably see a lot of people hop on that bandwagon. That's probably why they targeted June for that.
And if Tryon does something well, I think it's free to play. They seem to do that.
Like they're almost recycling. So Rift was there for a while. We paid for it, and then it went free to play. And then Defiance, you guys paid for it, and it went free to play. Now this new stuff is going to come out. You're going to pay for it, and then it's going to go free to play. It just seems like they're rotating.
But I mean, is that a bad business model?
No,
I don't know.
I guess it's going to make sense. Take the money from people,
yeah,
get it to pay your people, and then just turn it into free to play, and then get microtransaction money. And then...
Tryon's still relatively new to the MMOs though, so maybe they're just trying to
3 years, 4 years tops.
Yeah, so maybe they're trying to find their footing, and it's nice that they haven't canned the product completely because they could have just said, oh fuck it, servers are down.
They still have a pretty decent player base on just about everything that they have out there right now. Whatever happened to End of Nations, that tank one that they had? I played the alpha.
No.
And then it fell off the face.
Completely.
Yeah, well, they halted the project, and then they started it back up, and then it fell off the face of the earth, so I don't know whatever.
I know that Warface is coming out of beta for the consoles here soon, so they're still working on that. Okay. And that's their shooter with, was it Gearbox or something? I don't know who they teamed up with.
Yeah, something like that.
For that one, but that one's coming out of beta, so I don't know. I think they're just wetting their feet, and I think that might be why. Do we have an Arcade topic?
Yep.
No, we do. Okay, I won't ruin it. I won't segue into that, or should I? Should I?
Don't be shitty, Kevin.
No, because it jumps down into what we're playing.
Okay.
I'll talk about it later.
I have one more, Wolfenstein, and I had to crack up because this is like the fourth Wolfenstein. New Order, Wolfenstein, right? Yeah. Wolfenstein, it's like the fourth Wolfenstein or fifth installment. But I found the specs, and the specs said, for the PC, said an i7 on it was your recommended system requirements.
Oh, recommended.
Right, recommended, but which i7? Now, an i7 from 4 years ago? Because what are they talking about? So they didn't actually give you, they said i7 or equivalent AMD. So everybody's freaking out, but for no good reason. So everybody's thinking, oh, I got to build a new rig, but who knows? You didn't tell me what actual processor you need in it, or did you? Did they think they did? I don't know. I'm so confused. But there's this big uproar about nobody comes out with recommended, minimum specs of an i7. No way. So I don't know. Game looks good. I was reading up on it. If you like shooters and you like the whole Wolfenstein, era, Nazis, all that good stuff. I know this is hard for Bart, but being Polish and all.
Dynafire.
Dynafire. Kevin hates you.
I know. I hate him too. But
rough times today.
I wish people would come out with actual specifications and not just throw out shit like, you're gonna need a really kick-ass system. We're not exactly sure what, but i7s all around.
Maybe they're just terrible, Kevin, like yourself.
They probably are. I don't even know who the devs are, but it kind of annoyed the community out there, and I thought that was kind of interesting. But that's it. That's all I have. I don't know. Take it away, people. Run off. What about Towerfall?
That sounds like a Brad topic.
That is a Brad topic. Of course, there's two indie game things, and they're both me, of course, because that's just how predictable I am. So Towerfall, basically like the only really, really good game that was on the Ouya and nowhere else, finally came out for other things, and then made a ton of money instantly, and has already passed $500,000.
Nice.
And since it was made by like 2 people, that's a good chunk of money.
You're kind of rich now.
Yeah.
And it's still it's building constantly. Like it's only been out a couple of months on PS4 and PC, so I mean it's still building up a lot of income on there, and it's getting crazy money. But it's weird, almost that like 20% is still from the Ouya version, like of that money, which was an unexpectedly high number for a lot of people, given that no one has an Ouya except for me.
Except for you. You're the only one in the
You
world.
and every Target and Best Buy shelf, okay, have an Ouya sitting there for $89.99, and I've been tempted, but I think that's a big fail. I think second rendition of Ouya, I'll look forward to it. I'm sure they'll come out with another one.
But
I still use mine, but not really that much.
Right, people say it's a great XBMC device.
Yeah,
so I think it's selling for that
kind of media center deal.
Yep.
Yeah, very good.
And the emulators. It was a good attempt. And if it got one indie game off the ground, fuck it couldn't have been that big of a failure, I guess.
Yep. And the other one was a Kickstarter that I had to mention for Universim, which
this
is
looks
like
so
a god game.
Now, what is this thing?
You're like influencing settlers on different planets, and you can eventually get them to travel to other planets and do all kinds of intergalactic things. It's a god game. So you're sort of influencing things without directly controlling the people on the planet as they sort of go through stages of society and build up their technology.
Can your character god thing be named Kevin and people will hate him?
Probably.
I'm sure we could make it happen.
Some will worship him, some will hate him.
I'm about to drive over to Aaron's house and grab Black and White, install it on my computer, and make that happen.
That's if you can find it.
Yikes.
No, that game is really awesome.
So it looks really, really good. And the Kickstarter's still open for a couple of weeks, so look up Universim and we'll have notes and stuff.
You can get 2-packs on there too. Like they have a package where you can get 2 of them for cheaper than I don't know. But the trailer, go watch the trailer. It's pretty awesome.
It looks amazing.
Let me ask someone who actually doesn't hate me.
What is your fascination with pens?
No, Christy.
Hold on a second.
Now, Christy, would you name your universe? Would you name your god Kevin? I hate you. Would you?
Okay.
I don't think you would.
First of all, her lower third says Kevin, I hate you. So clearly, the only person
I cannot see that because
does not hate you is yourself.
But I hate myself too because I also put that in there. But that's okay. So would you? That's my question, Christy. Would you name your god Kevin, I hate you, so that people would just say, no. You can't do that. You can't influence the hosts like that.
I'm not doing anything.
No, I think I'd probably not necessarily Kevin, I hate you, but I hate Kevin.
There you go.
You can't have the same god name as everybody else. It doesn't happen.
I'll name mine Kevin, I hate you.
I called dibs on. Yeah, I hate you, Kevin, or something like that.
You guys suck.
Right.
You guys all fucking suck. I'm slitting my wrists under my desk right now.
What can you do?
Okay.
Just remember,
Can I have your stuff?
you
No.
gotta go down. Gotta go
Get her
down,
down.
not across.
Down the street, not across the street. Yeah, down the
Not
block,
across
not
the
across
Down the
street.
river.
I'm not a teenager, okay? Come on. I know these things. Jeez.
Yeah,
He
you can
googled,
afford
he googled it first. Come on.
How do I kill myself because people hate me?
Oh, I think there's tutorials somewhere.
Oh, man.
the title of next month's episode better not be too depressing. That's all I'm gonna say.
R.I.P. Kevin.
I'll just be missing.
Yeah.
We're sad to say we lost
Kevin
Kevin.
who?
On to the show.
So what do we
So
got for other news
We've got
related
some-
things?
other news, we've got this company, and anybody that frequents Google Plus probably has seen a snippet or two of this. This company called OnePlus, they are a new smartphone developer, builder, marketer. It's a phone that comes with CyanogenMod natively. And they are trying to make their phones more affordable, which is fine and dandy. But it just released. The phone runs about $300, give or take 50, depending on how many gigahoochies you want. They are offering people who smashed their phones, and they gave you a very narrow list of phones that qualify for this little promotion, you could
That'd be
say.
nice.
And they
phone.
want you to smash your phone, whether you put it in a blender or you drive over it with your car, you have to video it, and you send it in, and they will give you one of their phones for $1.
Oh, that sounds like a bait and no phone. Nope. Not
you-
doing
No,
it.
I don't think it's a bait and no phone. They want you to apply first. They're like, don't do it yet. Here's the application. If you agree for this agreement, send us your video or whatever.
Right, but you
But here's
wrote
the
in your
problem. The phones that they have on the list are all like
Super high end.
S4s, iPhone 5s. I mean, they're all $500-600 phones, and they want you to smash it, and they'll give you one of their $300 phones for $1. Because math.
Okay.
So, I mean, the phones.
It's a marketing
the phones-
ploy, but
Yeah, the phones
Yeah.
look nice. I'm not bashing their phones or anything like that. I think that this tactic is probably misdirected.
I think it's gonna open them up to lawsuits.
I don't think it'll be lawsuits necessarily, but it just doesn't make any sense. I'd rather take my Note 2 and sell it on eBay for $350-400 and just buy the phone outright,
Over Kevin's face.
So, and then I can set my I Hate Kevin wallpaper on my new phone.
Do you have one of those?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
making
I
one
would
right
love
now.
to see it. You're making one
Everyone.
right now.
Okay, we're making them right now.
Right now.
Everyone to download.
It'll be in the show notes.
I will post it on the Game Sammich page later. You guys can go download it for free.
Definitely. Show off your MS Paint skills.
Yes.
Yes.
Epic. They're pretty epic.
Fucking
That
bastards.
sounds like a viewer contest.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I think that is going to be
Who
something.
can make an I Hate Kevin background?
I think Bart's going to win.
Oh God, yeah, he probably
He can't
will.
enter. You can't enter.
Clearly, Bart
Yeah,
doesn't qualify.
You
so
can't, yeah, you
You can do it for fun.
He already has a bunch of them, I think.
Yeah, probably.
He's got a
How
fucking
did you know?
whole library full of them.
So
You know, I
what's
gotta do something.
Phoenix
at work.
doing?
The other thing, Square Enix has never really been one to hone in on their fan base as far as like stuff to do outside of the game. But they have announced that they're going to do a fan con for, or is it just 14 or is it everything?
I think it's just 14.
I think it's just 14. Yeah, there's a Final Fantasy 14 fan festival coming in 2014. It's going to be all over the world. They're going to do it in London and Tokyo and stuff like that sometime in October or November. But we're getting one. We're getting one in the U.S. and it's going to be in fucking Vegas. So I'm really excited about that. There's already a group of us that are talking about getting together for that. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Some of us have played the Final Fantasies together. Bart,
Will
for like
Bart,
12 years.
will Bart dress up as a chocobo, and will you ride him?
Oh my god, that's so bad.
No.
No, I think 11's still gonna have their fan fest separately.
Okay. Well, either way, this one's going to be fun. It's going to be in Vegas. You really can't beat that. Video game cons and Vegas are.
Will there be fishing? That's all.
Yeah,
that
right,
I'm
right.
talking about.
There's always
So
fishing.
here's what you need to bring to Vegas, though, if you're gonna go to this thing. You need to
My
bring
white mage robe?
no gallons upon gallons of Purell because
yeah.
you will be amongst a whole shitload of nerds
Oh, yeah.
and
Purell?
prostitutes.
Yes.
Purell.
Hand sanitizer.
Who the fuck is gonna think about really? Really?
No, you do. It's a thing. It's a con thing. I've been
It's
to
called
PAX a bunch of
preparation,
times.
Kevin.
Don't
Kevin,
fucking touch
That's
anything.
the first thing
Keep your fingers out of your mouth.
Yeah.
people take when they go to conventions and stuff is Purell.
Yes.
Oh,
hand
that's so
sanitizer.
weird. What a waste.
I went through a whole bottle last year at PAX. It was, you have to. Once you go to one and then you smell what you're walking through,
If you go to
yeah, you get it. It all
go to a
becomes clear.
convention or something like this,
You should
and
wear a
then
mask too.
you don't bring hand sanitizer, you get Kevinitis.
Nobody wants that.
Oh yeah. Is that where you become more of a man? Is that what happens? You start growing chest hair and you become manlier?
No, that's when you crumble within the inside of your soul.
Fucker.
Yikes. Getting dark.
It's not that bad, is it?
Okay.
Is it that bad? Oh
Oh,
god,
yes.
is that
It's
It's
pretty bad.
just-
Hair falls
I can't
out.
even-
bad?
You're looking more Greek.
They're trying to kill me, but that's okay. I will persevere. I will
You
move
can
on.
do it.
I will move on. Unlike GameStop's store closures, I will
Oh.
move on.
Wow.
Oh, look at that segue.
Okay.
Segue
well,
complete.
this is yes, first
Keep it
segue.
unlocked.
32 shows, first successful segue. That's all it took. So GameStop is focusing on GameStop 3.0. That's their game plan, and they're closing a bunch of the physical GameStop stores. But here's the thing, and I did this all on my iPad, so I couldn't put in any links, but you can Google search it. They have other stores. They are in charge of shitty ass Cricket Mobile, right? They're in charge of Spring something, which is another mobile store. So they got a bunch of these like phone stores and shit that they're gonna open instead, and they're focusing on their digital distribution of GameStop games. So you guys might have gotten an email if you have a GameStop account that you kind of just looked over and deleted about their new site and how they're gonna rebrand it and all this other shit. So I'm thinking we might be seeing some sort of Steam coming out of GameStop.
Okay.
That is what I am envisioning here. Instead of just the stupid digital delivery that you have to download the client for and then download the game, because I think they're going to make an app like Steam and attempt to go that route. That is what I envision them doing. I think it's too little too late, but that's my rumor that I'm starting
Yeah,
right
it's also
here.
terrible. Like we already have this bullshit with Origin and Uplay
Right.
and fucking this and
I know.
fucking that. Like
I know.
Terrible
everyone's got their
idea,
own
and that
client.
makes it so much more likely to come from GameStop.
Right, exactly. And so that's what I'm thinking. If they're reassessing and they want GameStop 3.0, that's exactly how I'd fuck up GameStop, is by going that route. Because on launch it's gonna take up 2.5 gigs of memory, and it's just gonna fuck everything up. You're gonna have to go in like 7 menus deep to disable it from startup. It's gonna be horrible. I honestly wish everybody besides Steam would just give me the fucking game. Right? Just let me download the game. I don't want your shitty client, and then I can add it to my Steam, as a non-Steam game, and I'm done. That's all I want. They can't compete. It's too late, right? Could you see anybody coming out of the shithole that they're in and actually beating Steam?
No.
No.
It would have to be something pretty crazy.
It would have to be epic, man. I don't know. I don't.
Right. So since we're on that subject, what would you guys change in your own head if you could change anything about Steam to make it more appealing, make it better?
Give me different color schemes.
Oh, yes. That's a great one.
Right?
Wallow everyone else because everyone hail Goblin.
I mean, Steam
We're
is pretty awesome. Some of these companies would have to join together, I think, to be able to even compete with Steam. But I don't know that I'd change anything else about Steam. besides giving me a lighter theme if I want to. The dark is, yeah, it's just
I like the dark, but
all
it
the
needs
time.
more purple, magenta.
Yeah, it would be nice to be able
Everything
to.
needs more purple.
I'm sure you could probably hack it. Can you hack a theme into it? I don't know.
You can download themes.
Can you download themes? I should be able to just switch it though in app. I don't want to have to download shit, put it in folders, and no, fuck that shit.
It needs to psychically know what you want.
Right.
Yes,
So
it
when
can.
I'm in my Kevin, I hate you mood, it should be crimson red with razor blades and, you know,
Chocolate.
There we go. That's a better
and
contest.
chocolate and wine.
Contest. Make a theme skin.
That's not emo. That's a good time.
Razor blades, chocolate wine, and handcuffs.
Yeah, party.
Yikes.
Done. Party
That's
time.
either the best or the worst party ever, depending.
Right, I know, depending on who you invite, I suppose.
Yeah.
Let's mark on a party.
So what's everyone been playing?
I've been playing with Legos.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Legos,
got Lego Marvel Superheroes for like $5 when it was on sale,
Nice.
and actually pretty fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I
it's
hear
actually
those
quite
Lego
entertaining.
games are a lot of fun. I have not
Yeah.
played a single one, but I've heard they are fun.
I was not expecting to enjoy it anywhere near as much as I did. It's actually quite entertaining, especially for $5.
Do you feel a little guilty about enjoying it? Yeah.
No, I have no maturity. I have no guilt for the kind of games I play. But I still play with real Legos occasionally. It's cool. No,
I
do.
just said like I uncovered a whole bunch because my mother dropped off some storage stuff that I kept at her house.
Nice.
And yeah, it's just like a pile of Legos in our basement right now.
Legos are a good time. So not having to get up from the computer and getting to play with Lego.
And you don't have to worry about stepping on them.
Yeah, you don't. That's true.
And the writing is actually pretty funny. They do a lot of puns and they make a lot of pretty decent jokes. It's quite well done.
Brad, have you played any other Lego games?
I don't think so. Not since like the ancient like Lego Island nonsense. and
Okay,
stuff
no,
from, like,
I mean all like
97.
the Batmans and Lord of the Rings and
Oh.
all those games.
Batman!
They're all solid. They have pretty good writing just all together. So it's just the thing
Nice.
that they've been doing for a while now.
Yeah. No, I mean, much more enjoyable than I would have expected from the visuals, like seeing commercials and stuff. So it's good times. Nice to see the quality.
And I think it's just one company still churning them all out at that
Yeah.
TT or whatever they stand for. I don't remember.
Yeah. And the other thing I've been playing is the new FTL expansion, FTL Advanced. And I got a mod that I heard about called Captain's Edition, which adds just a shitload of content into the game. And
Brad, I have to say, I'm
much
reading your
fun.
notes, and I thought the mod was Flappy 2048.
yeah, I know. Yeah, the FTL mod called
Not a
Flappy
FTL.
2048.
The way that was written out, I'm like, there's
It
a
was so great.
Flappy mod for that?
You get to fly around space in a Flappy Bird ship,
Floppy Bird chip.
solving math puzzles.
Oh my god, that is a Kickstarter right there.
I'm actually
Let's do that
going
shit
to
up.
make that game
Right now.
No, yeah, I played Flappy 2048 too for about a minute and a half.
I'm not even sure what that is. Is that like Flappy Goat?
No, it's like you Flappy Bird. Do you know what Flappy Bird is?
I do.
Okay,
I was
so
pretending like it didn't exist.
and 2048, which is like threes or whatever the hell, but not really. And somebody put them
2048 was
together.
first. I read
Yeah,
an
I don't
article
know.
about this.
I have no idea which
Somebody
came first.
into this,
But whatever.
Yeah.
Threes
Yeah,
came
so there's two really stupid games separately that someone connected and made it even more ridiculous. But yeah, I had to try it. And I did play WildStar a little bit. I got in on the last beta weekend. I played for maybe an hour, not quite, and I don't know, just didn't grab me.
Didn't do it for you?
It felt like the UI from WoW like 7 or 8 years ago.
Oof.
Like just
So
and just
basically-
walls of text everywhere for like missions and just pointless pop-ups for everything. Very colorful and bubbly and stuff. Like the graphics were good. Like it was
If you
quality
like it
graphics,
for that kind of art
like,
style, yeah.
cartoony art style. Like it was fine, but like the UI and just how the controls worked and everything just really didn't do it for me at all.
I don't
So I went back to Flappy 2048 instead.
I don't have it in my notes, but WildStar I also probably put in about the same amount of time as you did, but the UI elements were bugged when I got in there, and people were just constantly saying reload UI because people were complaining in chat so much that everything was bugged. So it's also possible that a lot of the stuff that you're supposed to see on screen or you're now not supposed to see on screen, which is buggy too on top of that. So
Okay.
We're trying not to like
Yeah,
the game. Why are you giving us reasons
I don't
to
know.
like
I mean, if I get in on another beta, I guess it's going to be coming out, so I probably won't get in on another beta weekend. But if I get a chance to try it again, I'll try it again. But I don't know. Didn't grab me. What else did I play?
I think there's another weekend coming up for it, actually.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I'll give it another try for a little while and see.
Did anybody else play it? No? No? Just
What do you think, Aaron, other than me?
he has games on the list. He has more games on the list.
He's not done.
No,
I
know.
got so many games.
I was asking if anybody else played WildStar.
I played the Amazing Spider-Man
yeah.
2 game also, which is not really very good. But the web swinging is interesting because you have to use like multiple buttons for web swinging for each arm instead of just one kind of web swing button and stuff. There's a little bit more to it. It's not great because you still magically web swing in midair, for not attached to anything half the time.
That's not realistic. That's bullshit.
But sometimes you can't,
Kevin.
which makes it really awkward to control, because sometimes you just have to wait until you get close enough to a building that you can swing, and sometimes it'll randomly attach to the air. So
that's really pretty not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I reinstalled Sir, You Are Being Hunted because it finally hit version 1.0, and I had that on early access for the last few months, just sort of watching the progression.
What's that one about?
It basically, you're just a guy running around a series of islands trying to collect, like, essentially just random orbs. But the conceit is that they're the energy that you need to escape, basically, from this island, this pocket of islands, and it's all covered with robots that have like monocles and goatees and are all really like crazy rich people robots. It's
like a Sir.
Yeah, exactly. and so they're chasing you around and trying to shoot you in the face with shotguns and stuff, and chasing you with little robot dogs, and it's really fun.
Do you guys think that indie game developers like practice lucid dreaming? And what kind of drugs do they use?
Lots of acid.
To get into right. That's what I didn't want to come right out and say acid because that's what I thought it was. But it's acid. Okay. So there's no delusion that these guys are really fucking high when they think
most
about
of them
these games.
Everybody gets
some
the
of the
best
time.
ideas.
Yeah.
Right. No, I know. I realize this. That's okay. I'm trying to get into the whole indie thing. I think I need more acid in my life. I don't think I did enough. Anyway.
You're old though now. You don't even know a guy anymore.
Right. I don't know a guy. I don't ever have to go into a bathroom stall and have some dude pull it out of his,
Whoa.
Either way, he would have gone to you.
Handlebars.
Yikes.
Handlebars.
What? The acid. You guys are so weird.
On that note, what have you been playing, Ern?
Oh, I was gonna let Christy go next if she wants.
Oh, Christy, yeah.
I haven't done that yet.
There's a WildStar beta this weekend, actually. Just an FYI.
Oh, there's one right now?
Yeah.
So have you played it, Christy?
Yeah,
or no?
I played it last weekend for...
What did you think?
Let's see, I tweeted about it on Twitter. Said it was a fun little MMO. And then Dusty's like, I played a lot this weekend and I kind of felt the same way, but don't quote me. So I told him I'd quote him on the show. There's that.
Hi, Dusty.
That's the journalistic integrity we expect.
No, it was good. I kind of got, my attention span for MMOs isn't very long, as I'm sure you guys are aware of already. I played for a little while. It was good.
And is that gonna be monthly subbed?
Yeah.
Ooh, that always worries me.
Yeah, Dusty and I were saying if it went the way of Guild Wars 2, we'd definitely give it some time to play. Yeah,
it's rough to pay another sub to something that's kind of meh. You're not sure if you want it. I always wonder why the MMOs don't give people like 60 days or 90 days before they start subbing you. I think that would be kind of cool.
Because the hardcore people would just crush through all the content.
That's
and then
true.
Not
That's
bother.
true. And not bother ever again. You're right. That would take like 3 days, though, I suppose. So, yeah. Never mind. There goes that theory.
Apparently, I can log in right now. So I guess if you guys got in on the beta last weekend, you can patch it up.
So it's up.
Cool.
It's
Well,
up.
I'll have to give it another try then.
Go, go, go.
The key from last weekend carries over to this weekend?
Yeah, it does. And then I guess it applies for the open beta until June 3rd, whenever that hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go, Brad. Now you
Sweet.
got all the time in the world
Well, just
Great. Play that for another 20 minutes.
to maybe not like it more.
Play that until you don't like it again?
So what else have I been playing? Well, I pre-ordered Titanfall.
Ooh.
Got in on the little pre-order beta, which was fun. Stayed up for the midnight launch. Had all those little launch fails. Played. I guess I got to level 22 launch day. I haven't really played it much since. I think I'm level 38. Picked up Diablo 3 when it was on sale.
Was that the first time? Oh, so you didn't have it before the expansion?
No.
You just picked up the expansion.
No. I picked it up when it was on sale for
Oh, okay.
cheap. And then I acquired the expansion, and I've not really played much.
I couldn't
Actually,
get into Diablo.
I haven't. I started the trial and I was like, oh, this is kind of boring, and I quit. And I was like, but if I play with friends, it won't be so bad. And then it was on sale, so I
Then you
picked
need
it up.
friends, though. That's the problem. Those are expensive.
Some people, Kevin, don't pay for their friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
I
that's
don't know.
why.
Maybe
Whatever.
maybe
Don't
if you paid us, we wouldn't hate you so much.
Exactly.
You ever
I
think about that?
I haven't done a lot of gaming in a while, but I picked up a 3DS XL a couple months ago, and I've been playing Animal Crossing and Pokemon Black version.
Okay.
What?
Jeez.
Kevin.
No,
Come
I just wanted to give you shit.
Mm-hmm. You're just jealous.
He's
that
just
I'm
like
better
that.
than I-
Yeah, I just like that. I am jealous. I
Um,
could go steal my kid's 3DS.
oh, you could do that.
I wonder why people hate you, Kevin.
Yeah. I started to play Octodad last weekend.
That's a fun game.
I got to the intro, and then that was pretty much it. I had
The whole time she was saying, "This is so fucking weird.
It
How
is weird.
fucking weird is Brad to play this fucking game?" That's all.
No, that's not at
I'm
all.
like, I have no idea. Brad is usually on drugs when he plays his
Sure.
games.
That actually would probably make it even better.
Right.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
I have not played Octodad, but from what Christy told me, it is definitely a weird one.
I said it was weird, and then he went on and on about Brad playing it. And stuff.
Right. I filled in the blanks, but
Exactly.
yeah, that's
So,
okay.
a little bit.
That's neither here nor
There's
there.
a difference between filling in the blanks and creating the entire story yourself.
Hey, you know what? I'm 30, and I've yet to see the difference. So, whatever.
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 I picked up Hearthstone, well, I guess when it was in beta, and I didn't play at all. Surprise, surprise. And then, lo and behold, Canada got the iPad app, and I was like, hey, I'll play. So, started playing, hooked a friend up with a Canadian account so he could play.
Nice.
He challenged me, and I haven't played since.
Score.
You are a horrible gamer.
Yeah,
You'll
but
fit right in here.
you see, I've
No.
got an excuse with those little arm cramps and stuff, so.
Yeah.
I downloaded Hearthstone on the iPad Air, and I don't understand because all the text is jumbled. It's buggy. I couldn't read the tutorial because it just was like overlapping text, so I don't know what I'm doing.
So did you uninstall and reinstall the app?
Yeah, I
Try turning
did.
it off and on again.
I did all of that. I think it's the resolution of the Air or something that messed it up. I have no idea.
I'm going with operator error.
I just have to call out Ed for a second in the chat room. An old friend of mine, he's accusing me of having weak gaming kung fu.
Whoa.
So yes, Ed, I've played
Ed,
Dwarf
we couldn't
Fortress,
agree
but
more.
I enjoy fun games, so I had to stop.
Word Fortress?
Dwarf Fortress.
Oh.
It's it's like Minecraft and ASCII had an illegitimate love child.
Oh, wow. Wow, that sounds horrible.
A bit awkward.
Yeah, it's pretty
Awkward.
rough. It apparently is like super deep, and people get really intensely into it, but you have to think, and I'm not good at that. So
You're not good at thinking.
Calling
What
you a
else?
pebcake. They're calling you a pebcake.
Yeah, I know.
Well, he is a pepcak.
He is pebcake.
In almost 6 years we've known each other, he's been a pepcak the entire time.
And yeah, I know people rely on me for computer expertise. I don't know what they're thinking.
Why?
I don't know what they're thinking. I have no idea. I'm just the guy that makes them laugh. That's all I'm here for. Make them feel good about their computer problems.
And make them hate you.
Yep, and make them hate me. Next.
I'm not done.
No, I know. Next game.
Oh.
You didn't open the C drive on your iPad and left a cup.
Open the speed drive on my. I'm gonna hurt
You let all the gigahoochies out. You can't do that.
It never ends. It never ends.
Did you plug in a telephone line into your external iPad?
Did you subscribe to AOL?
How many hours do you have on your CD?
Oh my god.
You know what?
Let
It wasn't
Christy
working.
finish, you fags.
It wasn't working because your data service at home was all spotty.
No, it had nothing to do with. No, I will show
that's
you next
exactly
time. Next month when
Next
it's
month.
fixed. I will
next
show you.
episode on tech support this week, we will have a showdown.
So the last game I have on the list, well, not in order, is Dots. I play a lot of Dots.
It's pretty good. Dots is
Yeah, no, it's very
Sometimes.
addicting, and then they introduced a challenge feature, so you can challenge your friends and random people, and yeah, it's a good way to distress on your breaks at work. And
That and
pretty much-
drugs.
Well, there's not enough time for those.
Or
So.
both. I don't know.
There's
You can.
always time.
Yeah, you can always snap a line of coke off a toilet seat at work.
So I've
Always.
So dirty.
There's always time. All right, you can use the top of the toilet if it has one, but
Have you
If
seen
it has one.
but a lot of the businesses don't have tops. You know, they're in. Well, never mind. Whatever.
Stop talking.
The next game I installed and have yet to play. Well, I reformatted my desktop 2 weeks ago, something like that. And I rage quit Origin for a bit. I installed everything because it wouldn't let me reinstall Titanfall, so I was like, delete everything. I actually haven't played Titanfall since I did that. I don't know. I've just played WildStar, Octodad, and I think that's it. Since then.
Octodad is actually really hilarious.
It's just multiplayer. Multiplayer.
Yeah, you have like a couple people with each having a couple of limbs. It's pretty hilarious.
All right. You can...
I'm trying to envision this gameplay. I need to just download it because
You're an octopus, right? You have four limbs that you can control,
right.
and any one of them can be attached to any controller. You can play up to 4 people.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Oh, Brad, you know how far I got? I rage quit at the barbecue.
That's
I
pretty good.
got one stuck
You get
underneath the barbecue, and I just couldn't get it. So
Get one of your phalanges stuck underneath the barbecue.
no, one of the hamburger patties. So I just
Oh.
gave up. I couldn't reach it.
No, octopuses don't make hamburgers. That's silly.
Well,
It's
Octodad
hilarious.
does.
It's hilarious.
Octopi.
You need to play it,
They
Kevin.
do. I think
Do it.
Squidward makes Krabby Patties.
There you go.
Hello?
There's no proof of that.
Yes, there is.
That's a documentary right there. And
Oh, actually, you know what? I installed Mass Effect and I loaded it up the other day. And then
You
I
loaded it.
I loaded
You loaded
it.
it.
to play,
It's
and then I
installed.
was like, you know what? I don't have time for this crap. So
Ain't nobody has time for that.
that's 700 hours that I could do something else with.
well, I mean, when
Oh,
you're
God.
sore and tired, you've got to justify what you're doing. So I just went and
No, you really don't. You just have to feel guilty about doing it afterwards.
Oh, I just went back to playing dots. It was alright.
All right. That's
And I guess that's it.
I hate you, Aaron.
Why?
No, for your next topic.
Oh, why? Because I'm still playing Rust?
Nope.
Oh, Aaron, we need to. Did you find a server?
Yeah, I actually, and I was just going to talk about that. I'm still playing on that server that I was playing on the last time I talked about it. However, I'm helping admin it now, and it's a fucking project. It's like constant babysitting because the game has a lot of exploits for hackers and aimbots and stuff like that, and so you have to catch them and ban them from your servers. Otherwise, they make the gameplay less desirable for other people.
Yeah,
And the game is pretty bare bones as it is. If any of you guys have played it, you know what I'm talking about.
So are you the sheriff?
I have no idea how I've managed to put so many hours into a $20 broken bare bones game.
Are you a sheriff?
But I have. No, I'm not a sheriff.
But you
But-
said you like tell people what to do and you kick them and
No,
you're the
I
That
sheriff.
just makes her a woman.
I just catch yeah, I'm really bossy. But yeah, I'm still playing Rust. The server's going good. We have to wipe it just the game design requires that if you want a server to last longer than 2 or 3 weeks, you have to wipe it. You have to wipe the data. Everybody starts over farming and starts over building and stuff like that just because it doesn't have any sustainability in its current state. There's not once you build your base and you get explosives and airdrops start coming, there's not much to do other than blow up other people's bases and steal their shit, and then you just have more shit. So it's literally there's a lot of PvP to it. I don't play that aspect of it as hardcore as some others, Kelly, but we're still having fun with it. There's updates coming around the corner supposedly. So we'll see.
There were updates coming around the corner the last time.
Yeah, there's been updates coming around the corner for like 6 months.
Yeah, a very big corner. That's all it is.
That's a huge
Chillax.
corner.
So you're saying I should fire that up this weekend, perhaps?
Yeah, probably. Actually, yeah, this weekend would be good. I think we're gonna wipe it this weekend. Don't hold me to it.
Well,
No comment.
Kevin.
Only on the weekends, huh?
Kevin's 12. But anyhow, I too played the WildStar beta for probably about as long as Brad did, and I felt similar. I was told by a few people that it's one of those games that you have to get like past level 20 or so before it actually gets super fun. It is, to me, it reminds me of a mesh between the World of Warcraft, just because of how it looks. It's it's more polished than World of Warcraft, definitely. And Guild Wars 2 with like the battle mechanics and stuff. Like I said, I didn't play it too long, so my opinion is probably like not real valid. But it just, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't for me, I don't think. The visual aspect of the game isn't something that I'm usually drawn to. And I don't know, my character had a tail, and that's just weird.
It's like Ratchet and Clank combined with WoW.
So there's
yeah, pretty much. What character did you play?
I don't know.
Whatever.
It had a tail. That's all I remember. It had a tail and some funky hair and some ears. Some big, tall ears. I don't know. Not sure.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. And ArcAge. Let's talk about ArcAge for a second.
Seconds up.
Because this game I have been camping. Last year we went to PAX and I had the pleasure of sitting down with some Tryon people and a project manager. Let me know about this upcoming game that they're importing from Korea and that they're going to take over the US rights and they're going to turn it into an American game and translate it and all that crap. And he told me all about it and I was like, that sounds like something right up my alley. You know, as soon as we got home, I went and started Googling this ArcAge game, and I just kept an eye on it, and sooner or later they started accepting alpha invites. The game is pretty awesome. I will admit to the fact that I may or may not have spent some rent money on purchasing into this alpha because I wanted to play it so bad.
What have you done?
It's really a good game. The physics in it are awesome. The water is awesome. The graphics, it's a really beautiful game. But it's just like the fine details of it, and like a couple of guys are gonna laugh at me because I've been talking about the horse that I have in that game, and it just has like real horse mannerisms. It just like I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into it, but it's got a ton of potential. Um, it's beautiful. You can't just run through stuff like you can in other MMOs. It has collision. It has immersion. If you have a portal, you actually have to jump into it. You can't just run through it. So it has some immersion aspects to it that I don't know, set it apart, I guess. It's sandboxy. You can pick a multitude of things to do. You can
So since
farm.
you have like all these ends with your MMO people, you should just stop talking about this game and get them to do the same thing, but for Black Desert.
No.
Absolutely.
Anyhow.
Absolutely.
Anyhow. So that's what I'm playing now, sort of. I'm trying not to get too into it. I want to save some of it for when it launches, but I really, really, really enjoy it, and I can see myself getting hooked to it if I don't pay attention, like if I let myself, because I want to. What are you doing? What are you doing, Kevin?
Tell me about the sandboxing.
I don't want to now.
What?
You've ruined it.
Good job, Kevin. This is why we all hate you.
This is why we all hate you.
Well, my blood sugar is getting a little low, so I'm
Well, you
okay.
should have had all that juice.
Alright, fine, I hate you too.
Oh, Kevin.
Good.
Now what are
You
we
can
gonna
have
do?
donkeys. There, Callie. You can have donkeys for mounts.
You mount the donkey, is that what you're saying?
You can
Sold.
donkey if you want.
Sold. I have a video up on my YouTube channel if anybody wants to see it. It's literally me just walking around, doing nothing.
YouTube channel?
Hmm.
Your tube.
My tube
Your
channel.
tubes.
Up on the tubes.
Kevin, you're such an idiot.
Kevin,
Just,
why are you so 12 tonight?
am I? What? Just tonight?
It's only 12.
I can only keep
Got
it
you
together
there.
for so long. For 3 minutes.
So, since Erin's done talking.
Yeah, I
I
guess
think
I'm
she's
now.
done. I think she's
Yeah,
done.
Yeah, go ahead.
Black Desert, it's not in my subject here though, but it's this gorgeous ass looking MMO from in the Korea. As of right now, I don't know, people are like VPNing into um, Korean proxies to be able to play it. It's got an incredible character creation tool. Erin's kind of been drooling over it when I showed her, so you know it's good.
Yes.
But yeah, it's we had this conversation with her the other day. Like, we have all this talent here that makes games, and yet nothing like this comes stateside. Like, why is that? Why is it that this good looking of a game does not happen here? Obviously, it's possible. There's the hardware to do it because people are running it somehow in Korea. Why don't we have this? So it's a question for everyone. You can write an essay, submit it, and then you might win a game key.
There you go.
There you go.
But in terms of what I played some more Diablo.
Diablo.
I play with Caleb and I play with myself. Mostly I play by myself.
So mostly you're playing with yourself. That's
Mostly
fine.
play with myself.
Huh.
I've been joining like public groups lately because people are doing this thing where you. That's fantastic. Fuck you, Aaron.
Yikes.
Anyway, like the
Evolving
community's got like
quickly.
this really weird understanding. You join a game and you just do this one thing and nobody says a fucking word. You just join in, do your thing, and then leave, and then you just do it all over again. It's really odd.
That sounds weird.
I finished Bravely Default. It was an excellent game. A little bit weird at the end, but great story. Kind of looking forward to a sequel. Finished Mario 3D Land. Surprisingly, it was an excellent fucking Mario game. It was probably as close to feeling as Mario 64 was, and it has a feeling of that Super Mario World where you go through the entire world, and then if you do everything, you get to the Star World, and it also has like its own special world in 3D Land, and it's just really good. I finished South Park, just kind of pushed through it, and it was excellent up, I think, until the finish, at least for me, hardcore fan. And then I just, kicked some hoes around in Saints Row 4.
Kicked some
There's
hoes
nothing
around.
like,
That's like my favorite pastime.
that's what I'm
Sure.
saying. Like,
And
kick
also
some
Saints Row
hoes
4.
yeah, kick some hoes and beat them with the dildo bat. If you have the dildo bat from Saints Row 3.
Yes. Who doesn't?
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't
That's my
have the
favorite.
dildo bat.
What?
I don't have the dildo.
Very sad.
Oh.
Not surprised. Why would you have a dildo when people hate you? You would never. Exactly. Perfect.
I love the sound effects.
Kevin, I hate you. What have you been playing?
Besides hating myself, I finally played Dead Space and finished Dead Space 1, the original. So I have 1 and I have 3, but I don't have 2. So I'm going to wait for a Steam sale and pick
So
up
you
2.
played a game that was really old, and then you played the game that was
Yes.
kind of terrible. You should play the second one.
And then Dead Space was good, if anybody's not finished it. The funny thing is I played it 3 times, and I half finished it twice. So whatever, I finally got through it. It was good. And I played Remember Me all the way through, which it wasn't terrible. I thought it was pretty good. Did you think it was terrible? I don't know. I liked it. It reminded me a lot of
I don't
like
think
Batman.
3 pales in comparison to 1 and 2.
Oh, you were still talking about Dead Space. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I had moved on. You apparently fell asleep, Rip Van Winkle, but I was on to Remember Me, which I thought you said was terrible.
No,
so-
it was not. I didn't think it was terrible. It was lacking.
Oh yeah, but it was that studio's first attempt too, I
Right,
believe, right?
absolutely.
So we'll wait. They'll come up with something else. It definitely was rough around the edges, but playable free on PlayStation Plus last month, I think.
Right.
And then I am currently playing. I've been playing little bits and pieces of State of Decay. I bought the expansion, Breakdown or something, or Broke Down, and that's kind of a nice zombie. Broke back zombie, gay zombie, mountain-esque game.
Cowboy zombies?
Gay cowboy zombies. And that was actually pretty good. I cannot wait until they come out with a 2 and maybe make it a multiplayer, because that game needs co-op. And I think if they put co-op and baked it into State of Decay, you would have a crazy Daisy, but for just local co-op, and that would be fun. It would be kind of like
Left 4 Dead.
No, it's completely different because it's more survival. So it would feel more like the War Z that we had a lot of fun in, but was horrible, right? You know what I mean? But that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of what that could have been without all the people shooting you from the hills and horrible animations. But that's a fun game, State of Decay, and I had just picked up Daylight. Which is another Unreal Engine-based game, kind of like Outlast, just a scary horror game. Here you're going around you wake up with a cell phone, and you're going around with a cell phone flashlight, and there are flares and glow sticks. That's it. That's all you have. You don't have weapons. And you're going around and trying to find things to open up doorways, and it is a scare, like a jump-at-you scare game. Oh my God, I have to shut my office door, and I have to lock it and shut the blinds, and it scares the fuck out of me because I'm a glutton for punishment. Like, I could easily just play it with the lights on with no headphones, but I want to get scared, but I don't. So I'm in that
That's
area
why I played
where...
the original Fear. Like, you gotta
Right.
yourself.
You got to immerse yourself, but then I hate myself for immersing myself. So I can only play it in short bursts because there's only...
You hate Kevin, too.
Right, there's only so many pairs of underwear that I can go through in a single sitting. It is a really scary game. I'd say if anybody's played Outlast and is waiting for the DLC for Outlast, this is a good buy, and I think it's $10 on Steam. So it's a really kind of cheap game. I'm sure it's about 4 hours long.
Now, you said they're flares, so is this directed by J.J. Abrams?
I don't know. There's no Transformers or Ninja Turtles in it, or is that Michael Bay? Sorry, no. J.J. Abrams. Sorry, I butchered it. No. I don't know. I think it's an indie game. So that's my indie game. Is Daylight. See, Brad?
There
Take
you go.
that.
You'll
Take
learn
that.
eventually.
And then you check the page, and Activision's a publisher.
You're mean.
Oh, speaking of Activision, they've got a 75% off sale this weekend.
They do on Steam, right?
Yeah.
Right, but here's the thing. When I click that button after
so
seeing up to 75%, and they did exactly what Activision does. The shit is 75%.
Yep.
And like
Click
Call
for
of Duty
details.
And they
5
marked up all the other shit.
It's like, come on, Kotick, you fucking asshole.
It's money, baby.
I
Money.
just blacked out.
I'll be doggone.
Well,
Yeah.
is this
But
where
they
I
do
go?
have a sale. Although
Oh, I want
it's
hunting.
Star Wars, because Star Wars is better.
I want hunting expeditions.
Or Cabela's? Yeah.
Cabela's hunting
Tons of Cabela's
expeditions.
stuff. Fuck, I live in that world. I'm good.
Kevin goes outside and he just has to shoot.
Yeah, if I could just shoot I can shoot a bear off my back porch. No, not really.
I'm such a liar.
It's fenced.
You're not in
And
Canada.
There's just white people behind me.
Close enough.
There are a bunch of Canadians behind me,
You're not
actually,
supposed to
Christy.
shoot those,
Hmm.
Kevin.
What's that, Bert?
White people. I'm told you're not supposed to shoot white people.
No, not white
You're not
people.
supposed to.
Especially not white people. Other people, meh,
you saying?
depends.
It's not white
In
people.
Idaho, meh, you don't really get in too much heat for other people. Just the whites.
Just the whites.
Just the whites.
Such a racist. Jesus.
Polish people.
Is this over?
I think that's a wrap, guys.
No.
Oh, I can't stand Kevin.
I need pizza.
I
Why do you
hate
talk
you.
so much?
Such
Whatever.
an asshole.
Oh my god.
Why did
Oh.
you make Kevin talk? Oh.
Thanks everybody for watching
Aw.
our depressing show here, where I hated myself for an hour. What?
Next week, if Kevin is missing, we'll all know why.
Oh my god.
Next week.
I'm done. Fuck this shit. Rage quit. I'm waiting
No.
for it.
Oh, totally forgot. Oh my god.
Can't
Hold on a
even
second.
rage
Totally
quit.
forgot.
Oh, what's up?
Because this is probably Kevin's fault.
Somebody die again.
Last of Us is getting remade for the PS4.
Nice. Are they just gonna HD it and up the
I mean,
graphics?
it looks better, but I want them to lower the price on people that currently own the PS3 version.
Ain't gonna happen.
Well, then that's your
Why
fault.
would they do that when they can just get more of your money?
$69.99. Mm-hmm.
No, they did say that they are considering an upgrade.
Yeah, if you smash your Last of Us disc,
Maybe, and then you'll be able
Yeah,
to
record a
buy-
video of it. Yeah.
that's
But
perfect.
either way, it's probably your fault. So die in a fire.
All right. Well, hey.
Damn.
Well, this is devolving quickly, so
Yeah.
I think that's a wrap. So
Bye,
thanks for joining,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
See you later. Thanks for joining us,
Shot down
Christy.
plane.
Thanks for coming, Christy.
Yeah, thanks.
Doodles.
Problem.